Hey guys, this is Coop and we're in my video analysis room, and I was thinking it'd be really cool if we took a look at a couple athletes from last year's combine and break down their sprinting mechanics. What's really cool is one of these athletes got drafted in the fourth round and ran a really good 40 time. The other one ran a little bit slower and didn't get drafted. And you can really see the differences in mechanics and how big that played into, how well they did. So let's take a look at that.
All right, first athlete we're going to take a look at here is Hasty. Hasty's a running back. He ends up running a 4.58, which is not a bad time. All right, the reason I chose Hasty is he actually did really well in some of the testing. He was very explosive, great vertical jump, just I think 39.5 inches. Great broad jump, over 10 feet with the broad jump, but didn't really correlate to his 40. Took a look at his mechanics and just technically really quite a few mistakes, and just wanted to take the time to point some of those out. I really think if he could have corrected some of these issues, he would have easily been in the 4.4s, which is taking a tenth off of his time, which is pretty significant. Even maybe a little bit lower, maybe even into the low 4.4s. All right, second athlete we're going to take a look at is Pride. Pride's a DB. And the reason I chose him is he's a little bit the opposite of the last athlete we were just looking at, in terms of he didn't do as well in the explosive movements. I think his vertical was a 35. His broad, I believe, was under a 10. So not as explosive off of two legs, but he ran really well. Despite that, ran in the 4.4s, and he ran with really good mechanics. And I think that's part of the reason why he ran so well. So let's look just at his setup position here to start with. All right, I want you to notice just the back leg. Notice how that back leg is completely straight. Last few years at the combine, if you watch the combine, you'll notice that guys have been straightening their back legs a lot more than they used to. The concept behind that is to get mechanical efficiency. A straighter leg, a more extended leg, is stronger than a bent leg. All right. But what you start to give up there is some range of motion. So I will do this with some athletes. I won't lock out their back leg, but definitely might have a little bit of a straighter back leg if I'm trying to get some mechanical efficiency, because the athlete maybe lacks strength to power ratios. But as we watch this athlete go forward, we'll really notice that he doesn't get any push with that back leg. He's basically stepping out of that position. Another thing to kind of mention here is also just the head position. He's got his head up a little bit. Also, besides just stepping out, that's going to cause him to lever himself up and be a little bit tall. We want athletes coming out at 45 to 55 degree angles. He's definitely above that angle here, even though we don't have the position to really put an angle to find out exactly where he is. I can definitely tell you he's high. We can notice a significant difference here just in the setup right now, right? So, we pointed out the back leg being straight on the last athlete, whereas you can see here he's probably got a 100-degree angle or so in that knee joint. It's hard to tell from this angle, but it's definitely far from straight, and it looks like he's in a good position to get good push. The athlete also has his head in line with his spine. His head is down. He's probably going to come out at a good angle. So let's just watch both legs as we fire out, and we see he's getting a good push, right? He's getting some good forward motion. His overall angle coming out significantly lower, down around 45, 55 degree angle, right where he should be. And now let's look at those contacts. Here's his first contact. He has a great first step, all right? There's the ball of the foot hitting under the hip, or slightly behind the hip, just like we talked about. Okay, here we go. We can just take a look. Obviously, we got two significantly different setups here. All right, let's scroll forward first on Hasty over here, and let's look at his initial push and look at his first contact. All right, there's his first step right there. Hits the ground. All right, now let's do the same thing over here on Pride. Let's look at his first initial push and where his first step hits the ground, okay? Now we can see just by that black dash on the ground here, right here and here, okay, we can see that what Pride is 12 inches in front of Hasty, all right, he got a significantly better push. So, I mean, just that start right there, literally he's got a step, a half a step gain just because of the setup of everything.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you want to get some more information, please scroll down, click the link, send us a message, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again.